Hello, YouTube. Um, well, hello, NIU 19, as I should say. Look at y'all. Anyways, I'm Jasmine, and I just want to basically give you guys a rundown of what you should expect your first year. My cousin, hey Autumn, she's gonna be a incoming freshman. She was asking me like a lot of questions about what to expect, so she kind of inspired me just to just go ahead and do a quick YouTube video, maybe even a vlog series, because it's so much to know and it's so exciting. And I wish I had somebody to do a video for me when I was coming there. So yeah. Just tell you right now, I'm sorry about my appearance. Like, I've been sick all week, and my voice is like over with right now, so I sound a little bad, and I'm a little pale right now. But anyways, so guys, I know coming to college is really scary and it's really exciting as well. So, basically, I didn't even introduce myself. Okay, I'm Jasmine. I'm a sophomore. NIU 18, what up? I plan to graduate on time. But anyways, yeah, so I'm a sophomore. I was a business major, but I just switched over to majoring in communications, and I'm minoring in journalism. So your girl getting it done. Anyways, so what to expect coming into NIU? First of all, going to orientation stuff, you're really just going to see the campus. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of you, well, most of you went to orientation already. So yeah, basically showing you the campus, the robes, whatever. Move-in day. Move-in day is very chaotic. Make sure you come on time and get everything. There's going to be so many people on campus trying to do the same thing that you're doing. You just want to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's. Like, you don't want to not have your stuff together. Pack well ahead of time, because if you don't, you're going to be on a day of looking and rushing for, oh mom, where my shampoo at? Girl, I don't know. You don't want that to happen. Who wants to do that? And then your parents are going to be pissed at you because you should have already had that damn pack. You're an adult now. You got to do what you got to do. So move-in day, it's just going to be really exciting. Like, all your family going to be down there supporting you and helping you move into your dorm. And then after that happens, it's basically like sayonara. Like, my parents, they stayed there with me the whole day, because I mean, moving in really takes all day, especially if you bring a lot of stuff. And they came with me all day, and at night when it was time to go, it was kind of just like a bittersweet moment, because of course you're excited and it's just like really weird all at the same time. But your parents, it's like that moment for them where they're just like, you know, I really took them all the way to college. Like, this is what it is, you know. And then you're going to be feeling like, wow, I'm really leaving my parents. Like, where are y'all going? Where, you know, because I mean, I wasn't away from my parents for more than a week. So just knowing that I wasn't going to be living with them anymore, it's just, it's not going to hit you until they drive off in that car without you. So yeah, just be prepared for that. What else? What to expect from your roommates. So me, I waited to the last minute to do my housing assignment. So I didn't know who my roommate was until the last minute, and she texted me, and you know, we touched bases. All I really knew about her was that she was white and she liked chocolate, I think. We had talked a little bit, but not really. But when I met her, it was just so different from how I really expected the first time for you to see your roommate. I'm sorry, Faith. I'm so sorry. But anyways, she was very weird. And she stayed that way. Like, I thought it would be like, you know, people were telling me, well, I mean, yeah, she may be weird now, but she may lighten up. No. I mean, we didn't get close. We didn't do it. I tried talking to her. She was an art major. I mean, a lot of art majors are kind of weird. I don't want to stereotype art majors, but, you know, they have a different kind of thing going on. And it's a particular group of people that they hang around. And I guess I just really didn't fit the status quo. But I'm sorry, no offense to you art majors. I love creative people, so maybe see me around campus, feel free to like say what's up. Yeah, so me and my roommate, we did not get along. I mean, it's not that we didn't get along. We just didn't talk. Like, you would want you and your roommate to communicate, go out together, have your back. But she literally didn't go to any parties. I'm like, Faith, do you want to go to this party with me? You want to go here? No. She would go to like art events, museums, stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, have a little fun too, But her definition of fun and mine is like completely different. So, yeah, whatever. But hey, Faith, what's going on? Yes, so, dorms. I stayed in Neptune North. I hated it so bad. First of all, it has no air conditioning, so I mean, if you're the type of person who likes to be cool while you're asleep, I mean, you over with, basically. I'm the type of person, I like to sleep with the fan on, no matter if it's winter, summer, whatever. I like to stay cool, and then I like to, bundle under the covers. At Neptune, you have to almost just sleep with no clothes on to, like, not saying I did that, but, like, it's really bad. It's hot, and it was 90 degrees when we moved in. So on top of not having any AC, they don't have any elevators as well. This is all of Neptune, not just Neptune North. So I lived on the very top floor, which is, I think, either the third or the fourth floor. So my parents had to literally carry up with my dad. He literally had to carry. I mean, you're going to have help move in day as well. Like, they were really good about that. The staff at NIU, it was like regular students. They helped a lot. Like, when you get there, they're going to be like, hey, is this your stuff? Okay, let's move in the stuff. They were really helpful. But we still had to do a lot of work. So, yeah, we had to carry up all those bins, TVs, lamps, everything up like 5 or 6 flights of stairs. It wasn't fun. Like, who wants to do that? And it's already hot on top of that, and there's no AC. At least give us some AC while we're trying to climb up these 6 flights of stairs. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Neptune North was just not very a fun experience for me. I'm just going to go over the pros and cons for those of you who are staying in Neptune. The pros. I'm not going to lie. Being super close to campus, like the classes, it's the only dorm that's close to, the classes that you need to go to. So I would literally get up 20, 30 minutes before, sometimes even less than that if I like woke up late. Brush my teeth, wash up, whatever, and then throw my clothes and I'm gone. And I can get to class in about 3, 4, or 5 minutes. As opposed to people in Stevenson and Grand and Newhall, they have to either, I doubt if they walk, but if they do walk, it'll take about 10 minutes or more. Or if they take the bus, it may take, it's just like a lot of hassle, basically. And I did like the convenience of being able to just walk out and go to class. It was very, very, and then also all the buses that come around is right next to Neptune North especially. So it was very convenient living there, I'm not gonna lie. Another pro, I mean, it's Neptune Central has the dining room there. So, I mean, if you ever like really want to get hungry, even though it's like the worst dining room because they really don't serve anything, if you're really just hungry and you just want to eat, you can just walk right out. It's like 30 seconds to get there and you can get something to eat. So, I mean, you don't have to really walk far to get something to eat. Also, Trident is inside of Neptune Central. Neptune Central is really like the hangout spot. So that's another cool thing. Like, it's lit over there sometimes. It's like where everybody wants to go, and then like when they have parties in the home student center, it's real lit over there. Okay, but anyways, yeah, that's really it about Neptune. I mean, that was really the pros of it. And then the cons. Of course, no air conditioning, no elevators. Those were the two big things. Community bathrooms, but I mean, they have community bathrooms in Stevenson and Grant, but I just feel like Neptune, it was just, I don't know if it was just my floor, but my floor mates were very nasty. I would just see a whole bunch of things I really just don't want to discuss in the bathroom, in the shower, where you bathe, and it just wasn't fun. So I know for me, I was just turned off by Neptune automatically, but I mean, that doesn't mean if you go to Stevenson or Grant, you won't have a community bathroom with like trifling people. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it just all depends on who your floor mates are, if they're clean, if they were raised right, Yeah. So, okay, the dorms, best and the worst. So I would definitely say Neptune could possibly be the worst dorm, just because it's a lot of things that it doesn't have that it should have. The best, it really all depends. I mean, if you really like privacy, New Hall is, it's a single room. It's not that big, but I mean, they have quads, so it's almost like an apartment. So it's just super expensive. So if you're looking as far as money wise, Neptune is the best, and New Hall is the worst. But if you're looking for like being comfortable, New Hall is the best, Neptune is the worst. I mean, Stevenson and Grant, they're really among the best as well. Grant has bigger rooms, I think, out of like anybody. Grant has really good sized rooms, and also Stevenson rooms are okay. But Stevenson is really cool because it has a dining court inside of the building, so you can go ahead and eat. Oh, Dog Pound Deli. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that when we talk about food. I got ahead of myself. Okay, yes. So another thing, what to expect when you get here. So the first night that you're here, your CAs are gonna call a meeting, basically with all of your floor mates. Not even the first night. I think like it's at a certain time. You're gonna have a meeting with your floor mates, and just go over the rules, like what's expected of us, all living together, how to make everything easier on anybody and stuff like that. So it's just going to be really weird because you guys don't know each other. Some people are going to be kind of not clicked up, but some people know their roommate already, so of course they're going to be talking to them and stuff like that. But don't be afraid, like don't be bougie, like don't be afraid to be like, hey, what room are you in? Try to communicate with them, because these are the people that you will be staying with. They're going to be on your floor. You're going to see them. You're going to bump into them, So just try to make that friendly gesture. Don't be bougie and act like you're too good. But it will surprise you who you're staying with, because I know I was looking around like, these girls is just, but no judgment, but Anyways, okay, we can talk about food now, because I love food. But yeah, so food. When I first got to NIU, I had a field day. I was hanging out with all the people who love food, let's just say that. And we were kicking it buffet style. When I tell you 2 and 3 plates, dessert, full course meal, like we weren't playing. Like the food was just like heaven, especially for somebody who likes to eat a lot. It's over with. Like, you're gonna be like, what? I can eat. If you have the unlimited plan, which I'm pretty sure you will. That's what all freshmen really get. You're gonna have a field day. Like, all the food you can eat. I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that? But just beware, because that freshman 15 is no joke. I'm pretty sure I gained freshman 30. Just being honest. And I don't want to scare you, but just be careful. Like, have a gym buddy to go along with. Like pick somebody to work out with who has some goals or something like that. I'm not saying you need to lose weight, but like just be conscious of how much you're eating. And if you are eating a lot, go work out. It's a rec center. It closes at like 10-11 p.m. and you can go there anytime for as long as you want. Make use of that. Like, seriously. Another thing, for your books, don't do it the smart way. Don't be impatient, because I know a lot of you are looking at your schedule now and then looking at the books that you may or may not need. And you're telling your parents like, hey mom, I need this book. You don't need this book right now. You need to go to your class, either if it may be the first day you go to school or class, or the second day you go to class. And your teacher or your professor is going to give you the syllabus, which is going to be like your lifeline. Don't lose that syllabus. The syllabus is going to tell you what book you need, or if you even need a book. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it was probably about 3 or 4 classes that I did not crack open the book, and I wasted money. So if you just want to be smart about your money, sorry, I sound horrible. If you just want to be smart about your money and your parents' money, and you just don't want to waste unnecessary money, go ahead and just go to class the first day. The professors are going to give you about a week to get the book. So, I mean, your first week of classes is not going to be like work. You're just going to be going over like the syllabus. You may do like a quick like note taking or whatever in math or something. But other than that, you're not really going to be doing like no serious work. There's no need to have your book the first week. And I know it may sound like ludicrous, but I mean, all you really need to make sure that you have is pen and paper, notebooks, but just the pure necessities that you're gonna need to, go to class. I'm sorry, I've been sick all this week. I don't know if I said that before, but I sound really bad, really nasally. Okay, let's see. Academics. My best advice for academics is just stay focused. Don't go with the wrong people, or just even if you are with the wrong people, the most important thing is to be a leader. So if they say we finna go and we not finna go to class, we finna go smoke a blunt or something, go to class. Everything will be there. If you're the type of person, it will be there when you take care of your business when you go to college. Don't be the type of person to feel like you can just skate through it like you did in high school. Because I'm going to tell you this. When I was a senior in high school, I got like straight A's. And I didn't really do nothing. It was so easy. But in college, it's so different. You're literally going to have about 4 tests. If you bomb one of those tests, your grade is almost over with. You're going to have to do a lot of making up to do. So just make sure that you're on the ball and you're on your game. Make sure you're checking your syllabus, writing things that you have to do in your planner. Because having just a set schedule of everything that you need to do, it just makes everything easier on yourself. Just remember that you need to make the load lighter on yourself. Because you're doing this for you, right? You're not doing this for nobody else. Yeah, so just, stay focused. Even if you're the type of person to, go out party. I don't suggest that. But if you go out and party, you don't get back to 4 in the morning, you just better make sure you be at that 9 a.m. class. That's what you signed up for when you go to college. And that's the beauty about college. If you know you're not a morning person, take an 11 a.m. class or a 12 a.m. class, and you'll be done with classes around 3 or 4. But don't be that person to be like, oh, yeah, I could do an 8 a.m., 9 a.m. class, and then you're missing every class. It's just not going to work unless you're just really determined. So, yeah, just stay on your stuff. You're in college and you're paying all this money. You could have saved your parents a lot more money if you just stay home. University of the crib. You have to have trunk party. You don't have to do none of that. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your parents' time. Don't waste the university's time, because I'm pretty sure you got a spot and somebody else wanted your spot and they couldn't get in. So yeah. Okay. Another thing, don't be dumb and smoke in the dorms. I couldn't tell you how many times people have tried to smoke in the dorms and get away with it, and they may have gotten away with it, but the fire alarm goes off for whatever reason. And no matter if it's 0 degrees outside, 90 degrees outside, if it's hailing or raining outside, we still have to go out there because you want to smoke in the dorms. So it's just not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Imagine a whole building rushing out because you just want to, and it's you. It's you that's smoking in the dorms. And also, it's a new campus policy that says it's no smoking at all on campus. That includes cigarettes, whatever. So I would just be careful, just be careful. I don't know how it's going to be once we get there, but I guess we'll just see. Being active on campus. So my freshman year, I really didn't enjoy it just because there's a couple of things. First of all, I really didn't get along with my roommate. So whenever I really seen her, I just kind of got irritated. You ever just see a person and you just so yeah. But anyways, I was also not happy because I was really just being in my room. I wasn't really trying to go out there and be active and join organizations and try to get to know people. I was acting real bougie. I wasn't trying to hey girl, what's going on? Just be more open, especially to other cultures and other races. You would be surprised, the conversations that you guys may have, on a whole nother level. And you would be like, wow, I would have never talked to this person in high school. But that's what college is about, just expanding your horizons and just getting to know other parts of yourself. Because believe it or not, you don't even know who you are yet. And you won't know until you start diving into other cultures or different people, and then you'll say, okay, hey, at least I tried it. And if you try it and you don't like it, then at least you can you can say you gave it a fair chance. Yeah, so try to join different organizations because I plan on doing it this year, like totally. Even if it's customer service. What am I saying? Community service. Community service. What is it? BSU, the Black Student Union, CAB, the different events that goes on. Just just try to do something, and it'll really be worth your while. Black life. So, Black African American community in Northern is very small. We're definitely the minority there, but it's definitely mixed. I do like that about Northern. It's very mixed, but the Black population is very small. So you may think that that one night stand or whatever was a secret, but people talk. Not even one night stand, because who really cares? But just different things. People gossip, and it's just like a really small Black community. So just be aware of who you talk to and who you tell different things to, or who you even gossip about. Not saying that gossiping is okay, but if you do that, just be careful, because it's just really small. It's not that many. It seems like a lot of Black people, and it kind of is. But I mean, we all hang out. We all go to the same parties. You barely see like white people in there getting crunked to like Chief Keef in the party. Like it's all of us. So just be cool. Just be that person that just like, oh yeah, she cool. Oh yeah, he cool to hang out with, or whatever. Don't be a messy person, because that's not gonna get you anywhere. Yeah. So what else? Campus police. Campus police are so thirsty. Like, thirsty is not even a word. It's like beyond thirsty. Beware, if you're bringing your car to Northern, be careful about where you park. I got 2 parking tickets, and I only had my car down there for probably like 2 months before I left. And they gave me 2 parking, and they're not cheap, $50. Like, you're doing this to poor college students. Do you have no sense of empathy? Anything? They don't care. They will give you a parking ticket, a speeding ticket in a second. Don't speed in the DeKalb. You could probably do 5 miles over. Don't speed. Don't be a speed racer. Don't do that, because they're thirsty. So yeah. Greek life. I know a lot of you may be interested in joining some sororities or fraternities. I see some African American fraternities and sororities active, but for the most part, like if you go on Greek World, you do see like a lot of white fraternities and sororities, and I mean, you can join those. Like, I'm not against any of that. Like, I'm open to any race. So I mean, Greek life opens up a lot of doors for you, and they know how to party hard. So if you go on Greek World, like at a certain time of night, they are a turd. So I plan on like going on Greek Roll and like starting to try to interact with those people. They seem really cool. Make use of your resources. We have a library which is open. I barely went to libraries, so I'm sorry. I'm setting a bad example, but I think it's open 24 hours. I'm sorry. I sound really dumb. It's open at any time. Like, go to the library. No, it's not open at any time. Whatever. Don't listen to me. You'll find out. The library is a very good resource. You can go there just if you want some time alone from your roommate. You can bring your laptop, read some books, go search the database on whatever paper you're doing. Just make use of your resources. Also, the rec center is open from the morning to like late at night. So go get your workout in, which I didn't do, and which I'm going to start doing when I get back there. Yeah, go work out and like get fit. It's a sauna, and they have a sauna inside of the both locker rooms, a basketball court. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys seen it during orientation, so I won't ruin it for you. Or if you haven't, I won't ruin it for you. But yeah, tutoring. If you have problems with what you have, don't be afraid to go to a tutor. They definitely will help you. I know they definitely do have tutors in the library, as well as I believe either Stevenson or Grant. But yeah, so definitely go check out a tutor if you're having problems. Also, your professors on the syllabus, they're going to have the office hours where you can come see them. Make use of that. If you don't understand something that they said during class, say, hey, professor, you know, I don't get this. Can you explain this to me further? It's going to take that dedication and effort on your part, because they're going to get paid at the end of the day. They have their doctorates or masters or whatever to be teaching here. They don't care. They're not going to babysit you. They're not going to ask you, hey, do you got this in? If you don't have it in, you just don't have it in. If you don't understand it, you just don't understand it. It's up to you to take your education into your own hands. So I had to learn that the hard way. I was always the type of person who I don't really like to ask for help. I like to really figure stuff out on my own. But sometimes, like the material that you learn, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to ask the professional and ask them, and hopefully they'll be gracious enough to explain it to you. Okay. So, also, make sure that you are walking like either the day before you start, because it's going to be about 2 or 3 days before we start classes. You need to take a trip and go to all of your classes and just see where they are, because you don't want to on the day of go look for the class and you're lost and you come to class late. You want to already know where it's at. So, like, just grab one of your buddies or friends or whatever. Just say, hey, let's go look at the classes. I want to just see where my class is at, so I don't, have to do that. Y'all could just make a trip out of it. It's fun walking around on campus. I mean, when you first get there. I mean, of course, when you be there for a long time, it's alright. But yeah, go look for your classes, because it's definitely gonna help when you go to look for it the first day. So it's this triangle that says you either have enough sleep, social life, or good grades, and you have to pick two. I don't want to say that is true, but it kind of is. So either you're gonna have good sleep and good grades, no social life. You get what I'm saying? It's a triangle. A really good thing that I found out like second semester. Go on ratemyprofessor.com, and you look up the professor's name. Well, first you're going to put your university's name and then the professor's name, and then it's going to come up with all these reviews on the different, how they rate the professor. And I've read some bad reviews on professors, like, hey, he doesn't, explain stuff well, or I've read good reviews like, oh yeah, he's awesome. You really don't even have to do anything but show up and, do what you're supposed to do, and you got an A for sure. Or you have professors that are super hard, But this site is very useful. So if you're like second guessing, just look at your professor anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys have your schedule already. Look up the professor you have, and you may want to change it once you look at the reviews. So that's definitely great. Also, plan your schedule accordingly. Don't schedule your class that ends at 11:50 and then try to have a class at 12 and it's all the way across campus. Make sure hey, this class is like 15 or 10 minutes, well, not really 15, but like 10 minutes away. I'm not going to have time to do that. You want to give yourself ample amount of time to do that, because you don't want to mess up your entire schedule just by, being lazy. Really look at what you're doing when you, make your schedule. Don't be sloppy about it. Just for you guys who are scared or anxious about college, it's really not hard. I know you hear a lot of stories about people dropping out and people saying college is hard. College is not hard. It's really all about time management. If you, what I did was, I did all of my homework in like 1 or 2 days. I just stayed in my room and just did all of it. And then for the next 5 days of the week, I got to just come and chill. Did after class, came home, did whatever, and that was it. I may have to study for a quiz or whatever, but you have to manage your time. You can't put something off knowing that is due and then just expect it to go smoothly. It's just not going to happen like that. So just manage your time wisely. Make a calendar, make a schedule. Just be organized, because that's what really it's all about to be successful in college. Be organized, be determined, stay dedicated, and just manage your time wisely. Another thing is to pick your friends wisely. When you first get to campus, you're really just going to be talking to anybody. And whoever you click with, you click with. But just be careful. You know, like, some people don't have your best interest at heart. Some people just really don't care. You know, like, it's really nothing to really say about that. You know from high school that people aren't really who they say they are. And people really say college is different and people are mature. You may have some mature people, but people are still as immature as they were in high school. Maybe some even, you know, worse. So just be aware that, you know, everybody is not your friend. And don't go around telling people, like, your personal business and stuff like that, especially if you guys just got cool. Just give it some time just for you guys to just click and bond, and then maybe you can see where that goes. But don't go around telling your whole life story, because, you know, you wouldn't be surprised if you heard that, like, a week later from somebody else. So, yeah. Dressing for class, like, okay, if you go to a school like Mizzou or like, what is it? Not Harvard. What am I talking? Howard. Howard was my number one choice, but I mean, it was too much money to go there. But anyways, they really come dressed for class. Like, you come and you go on campus and like people going to class and you're like, wait a second, you know, you fine. But at NIU, it's different. I mean, for your first couple weeks of classes, of course, you're going to want to dress nice. But after so long, that coming to class with a full face of makeup, dress on. Some people came with heels. Like, if you are a business major or something like that, then you may have to dress professional every now and then. But some people just overdo it. And, like, a lot of people come dressed to class with jogging pants and sweats on. I know I do. Like, I don't put all that time and effort into going to class because I'm in there for like 50 minutes and I'm gone. I am going to try to make more of an effort to be more, you know, like, cute. But, I mean, just don't make yourself look foolish trying to, like, get super, you know, like, beautified. Because once you go out, it's going to be like, okay, well, she look like that all the time. But if you come to class, like, you know, you still cute, but, you know, you just got on your little, whatever, pink pants, whatever, you got on your little simple stuff, and then when you come out, you got your dress, your heels, full face of makeup, then it's just like, whoa, you know, it's really a surprise. But if you dress like all the time, it's kind of like, you know, I mean, I really think that's it. I mean, it's way more that goes into it, but I pretty much covered a lot of things, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be making a part 2. So you guys just give me your questions and one more thing, guys. Make sure that you know how to do different things by yourself. Like, for my girls who wear a weave, it's nothing like not being able to go back home to your old beautician or your old hairstylist, and you don't have that much money, but you got to pay this girl like $50, $60, $70, $80 to do your hair, and she doesn't even know how to do hair. Don't trust people on your floor or whatever that say they know how to do hair. It better be some proof that they know how to do hair, because I've been messed up by, I'm not going to say no names. I'm messed up right now, but you know, it's just one of those days. But anyway, so yeah, just don't trust people who say they know how to do hair, because they can mess you up, and you've been to pay them your money, and you'll be like, what did I just do? Like, I was just being too thirsty. If I were you guys, I would learn how to do things on my own. I'm not saying you just got to know how to do sew-ins, even though it really would be helpful. But, like, just start learning how to do things so then you can make a hustle out of it. I can't even tell you how many girls have made a hustle out of knowing how to do things. Like, even this girl know how to do eyelashes. So she was doing eyelashes for, like, $10, $15. She would get, like, 5 to 10 clients a day, especially on days when we have parties and events. Yeah, girls are going to get their lashes done. So she would have a lot of money. And, you know, you can spend that on whatever you want to spend it on. So just make yourself self-efficient. Don't have to be dependent on anybody. Make sure that you're straight. Don't go borrowing anything from anybody, because they will definitely hold it over your head. Just try to be self-efficient as much. Even if you have somebody who, like, has a car and you just got cool with them, don't really ask them to pick you up, because they will hold it over your head. You may have a person that won't, but 9 times out of 10, yeah, because that's just human nature. People, will say they're your friend and they'll do this and do that because you don't have a car. And you know, when times get rough, and then they'll find some type of reason to throw it in your face. So just be on your grind, just be on your stuff. And if you see me on campus, don't be afraid to say hi. And yeah, so you guys have a wonderful, like, the rest of your summer, even though it's only like 2 or 3 weeks. And I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye, guys.